Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is a day of interesting news, to be honest. I am Kurt Calloway of Gotham News. This time, we have a death of a crime lord. Shocking, I know. But this one is of note, who has had tangles with Batman more times than not. Our resident Two-Face. He has died after attempting to kidnap a young boy whose name did not wish to be said or learned about through this. We will respect his privacy here on Gotham News, unlike those other fucking information-thirsty bastards. Anyway, back to the station schedule. Apparently, this person killed him and about 50 to 60 other people. This boy had superpowers, and thank God that he did, because information shows that Two-Face kidnapped him to force him to join his gang. Will this boy be a hero? Will he be a vigilante? Or will he fall to darkness? I know one thing. I just hope he's on our side. Now, we go to Jesse with the weather. The news cuts off there with Izuku sitting head in his hands, looking at the floor. Izuku has become a lot more, not like a lot less remorseful. Almost like he doesn't like the fact that he killed people. And there was a small part of him that loved it. And it was weird. And Damian's talking to him. And then eventually the veneer cracks of Izuku. And he lets loose, you're Robin, right? And this is on a way back home, and he's doing this pretty quiet. And Damian's like, what? And it's like, yeah, no, you're Robin, aren't you? And Wayne's Batman. And Robin just looks at him and he's like, no, the fuck. Why would you think that? I mean, you fight just like them. And I mean picture perfect, motion. You fight the exact same way he does. Robin then proceeds to call Bruce. And this entire fucking fiasco would go down. To where Bruce would pick both Izuku and Damian up in a limousine after Izuku telling that, hey, I'm going to my friend and Damian Wayne's house, which is almost immediately hearing the last name, Wayne, they're like, okay, alright, he has rich friends. We're good. That's basically the situation. So, when Batman brings him there, I'ma say this is before the entire Batgirl got her back broken. So, shot by Joker. So, it's one of those situations. To where most of the Bat crew would be there, like hell. Even Red Hood would be. Because, Batman still has to keep in touch with his fucking kids. Grayson didn't really want to be there, but it was like, fuck it, fine. Like, because apparently he heard about this kid that could probably beat his ass, and he's like, okay. It was one of those situations that he did not care much for. And, to be all honest, Izuku, when he is brought there, like, I'm gonna say Alfred's the driver, because that makes sense to me. And, the more Izuku talks to Bruce, he realizes that he needs to install a fucking voice changer. Because he proceeds to explain how his attitude matches with Batman's just enough to where there could be suspicion, as well as other things underlying that. So, what ended up happening was, when he got to the Wayne estate, cars are there, and to be all honest, Izuku just has this fucking feeling of like, oh shit, hold on, one moment. I had to squish a wasp because it was right next to me, and I hate wasps. They could go fuck themselves. But regardless of the fact, when Izuku gets in, they almost immediately usher him to the fucking Batcave, which is kind of just Batman's little gallery of shit that he just has. One of the Riddler's boxes, as the big ass Joker playing card that's in there. I know there's other effects, but those are the main ones that come to my head, right? And that's when Izuku sees Red Hood and all Batgirl, just all of them. And Batman straight up asks, okay, what are your powers? And it's like, I don't know. Just Izuku says that. Just, I don't fucking know. You think I figured this out recently? I mean, prior to me shooting up Two-Face, I don't know what the fuck I could do. Oh, and he's like, okay. Like, it's one of those situations to where, like, unknowing to Izuku, like, they may or may not be on call with the Justice League. Like, because everyone's kind of interested in who the fuck is this kid that, like, was able to wipe the floor and just whack the shit out of everyone in that fucking building. Which, by the way, League, like, Ra's al Ghul's people are fucking looking at that, like, they're like, holy shit. That was one kid? Like, is he trained? It's like, that's one of those situations to where, like, people kind of want to look at that. You know what I'm saying? They want to figure out where the fuck this kid is. But besides that, like, Izuku basically gets told, to do whatever he did to make him green. and to fight them. Don't, like, and he's like, and the entire time, Izuku's just like, why? And it's like, man, fuck it. You know what? Fine. And he's like, remember, y'all fucking asked for this. Y'all just gonna get cartooned to hell. And he's like, yeah, sure. Like, just the entire time, Red Hood's like, how? Why are we gonna have to jump this kid? Like, Batman has some semblance of an idea what the fuck's gonna happen. Like, unless he thinks that, like, this is some test or some shit, no one has a fucking clue what's happening, but, like, they just trust his judgment. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Superman has some fucking questions. Like, this is a 14, like, damn near 15-year-old boy. What the fuck is he gonna offer? Like, granted, he did hear about, what, he killed, like, 15 people. Stroke of fucking luck. Like, that's kind of Superman. That's what he's feeling. But he does know how competent Two-Face is. So he's like, one moment. But, like, after Izuku puts the mask on and everyone sees, okay, what the fuck? Like, almost immediately, like, one's calling, like, almost, okay, that don't make no fucking sense. That's physically impossible. One's calling for, like, is that a lantern thing? Is fucking Hal is like, no. How the fuck would that be a lantern? No. Like, he's not wearing any rings. Like, and people are just kind of watching at this point. And when basically Batman signifies to go, because Damian is also fighting them, Batman's just on the sidelines. He's like, okay, how is he gonna actually be able to do it? Because he's curious now. He has piqued his curiosity to the point of, what the fuck is this kid's potential? Like, because what he's seen from the Joker incident, he's like, okay, he's at his peak performance with all of those other people. And, like, as soon as Batman says go, time fucking slows to a crawl for Izuku. And, like, he's just seeing all of the possibilities of what they're gonna do. And then time speeds back up to normal. And Izuku basically slows down time again. See his best option. Almost immediately. And I mean, like, with incredible fucking speed. Grabs Damian. Switches spots with him. Has everyone fucking hit Damian. Then Izuku basically fucking pulls a bat out of nowhere. Kneecaps Red Hood. Hood jumps on his back. Sucker punches Batgirl. And him and Nightwing are just kind of duking it out. He landed, like, total of basically 3 hits that just fucked everything they were doing up. Just the entire thing. Just fucked it. And the weird thing is, Batman's just like, okay, I think I was extremely wrong about this kid's potential. Like, he's like, he either knows how to do combat shit really well, and he is really fucking fast, or something's wrong. And that mask does something to him when he puts it on. And the entire time Izuku is fighting, Izuku's actually taking them seriously, which is causing them to get hurt a lot. Because Batman says, don't hold back. Just don't kill anyone. He's like, okay. Halfway through the fight, he's basically had enough of fucking Nightwing's sticks that he keeps fucking hitting him in the head with. Because, granted, they are landing some hits in, which is only pissing Izuku off more. And he's taking them more serious. Like the last hit that fucking and Nightwing does. That shit sets him off. That pissed him off too bad. Because that actually fucking hurt. Izuku then flips around, punches dude in the throat, causing him to cough, sticks a taser in his mouth, turns that bitch up to 100%, tases him, knocks him unconscious. Proceeds to pick up his nightsticks and proceeds to just beat the shit out of fucking Damian. And Batman realized, oh, he's mad. He's fighting differently. He's much more aggressive now. Which then kind of spirals. Izuku, granted, he's not getting hit anymore. Not that Izuku is taking this 100% seriously, they're not even able to fucking touch him. Not an inch close. And Batman sees multiple opportunities to where, alright, Nick's dead. Grayson should be a fucking corpse right now. Which shows Batman something very important, that Izuku has a lot of fucking restraint, because to what he sees, he could be putting all of these people in fucking stretchers with 2 hits. And that kind of surprises him, because he sees that he has some sort of augmented strength, enhanced speed, or some shit, just stupid fast reflexes. And the Flash, he's able to keep up, but he knows the way that he's moving. Oh, he could go faster. He could go significantly faster. He's still playing with them. And he's saying this kind of to everyone involved, and Superman's yeah, I could see that now. And people are just kind of watching him dismantle the fuck out of these people. Granted, it was a fight at first, and hits were being landed all the way until some sort of switch just went off, and it's nah, I'm that fucking hurt now. Now I'm gonna actually take you seriously. Which, granted, he's not breaking bones, but he's handing out concussions like drinks at a packed bar. He doesn't give a fuck about concussions. Because, Lord have mercy. Batman's little fucking crew, just slap. At the end, Red Hood was getting fucking smashed in the face with his own helmet. Izuku didn't really give a fuck about being that cartoony shit. Now, that shit pissed him off. He was kind of doing some cartoony shit at first, which confused people. How the fuck did that bear trap fit there? And it was a very mild trap too. Like, it's very clear that, like, oh, he could have killed someone with that. Like, it didn't kill anyone or, like, cut deep in anyone, but, like, the force still fucking hurts. Like, but regardless of the fact, like, they realize Izuku is not, like, well, it's more like, as soon as they figure out, oh shit, he's taking us seriously. But it's safe to say that Izuku during this fight is, he's not incredibly brutal. He's not Batman brutal, but he's close. Like, and like I said, the League was basically on call watching Izuku through, like, the Bat computer. Which, like, the Flash was impressed at how fast he was moving. Superman realized that he also had to have augmented strength because he slowed down before he hit them. Like, especially in the head. He took his sweet time with those when he was punching people in the face. But, like, Wonder Woman is also impressed and wants to see if he could use weaponry. Hey, well, other than, like, blunt instruments and baseball bats. So, during this, like, weird little training exercise after, like, Izuku basically knocked everyone out, Batman just kind of standing there. It's like, you're better than I thought. Like, and Izuku just kind of sitting there. After he's done, he's like, alright, I need to take you people seriously because Nightwing fucking hurt. those fucking batons. Like, it's just like, He kept hitting me in the fucking cranium, man. This shit'll give me a concussion. I'm like, fuck. Granted, I know I could take bullets, but god damn. Like, that shit's painful. And he's like, Batman's like, take bullets. Yeah, no, check it. And he, like, pulls a gun out, puts it to his head, and fires, and it just... like, his brains are splattered. Like, not all over the Bat computer, but, like, just enough. And, like, Izuku's still standing, and it's like, well, taking bullets is more of a figure of speech. I can't die. One moment. And he just kind of pulls out a vacuum cleaner, connects it to his mouth, and just kind of starts cleaning like all the fucking blood and shit off the Bat computer, which inevitably just heals him. And he kind of sucks the vacuum cleaner tube in like spaghetti and swallows. And he's like, well, why'd you bring me here? And he's just like, he kind of, like, realizes, why the fuck am I here again? And because, like, he looked at the time on the Bat computer, and it's like, oh, it's kind of getting late. Like, because it did take some time for people to get there, because not everyone was in Gotham at that time. I mean, granted, Red Hood was, but he wasn't expecting to get his shit tossed by a child. Like, granted, it was weird, but, like, fuck me. That was not fun. Like, they eventually wake up, like, 5 minutes later. They're fucking not okay. Like, and Izuku just flat out says, yeah, no, I'm sorry, but, Nightwing, you're doing something right, because when you fucking hit people in the head with this shit hurts, like, a lot. Like, especially when you hit me here, but that shit was your downfall. I started taking you seriously. And as soon as, like, they say that, and it's like, you weren't taking us seriously from the start, I was like, no. If I took you seriously, I could take you down in one hit if I took you seriously and considered you a threat to my well-being. Like, and two, if I went non-lethal. Lethal. But it depends what I have on me at the time, but it doesn't really matter, because, like, I could... And he just kind of flips his pocket inside out. And just a fucking armory of just guns, grenades, and it just keeps pouring out. And then he just flips it back in, and, like, all of it seemingly sucks back into the pocket. And he's like, yeah, no. I've come to realize I could just spawn stuff. Like, I could just make shit. And I don't know how. I don't know why. But I can. Like, it's one of those situations to where Izuku doesn't understand the powers. Nobody fucking understands the powers of the fucking mask. It's just like, well, this is your good old-fashioned fucking killing machine. Like, which, when people realized, oh, this is strange. He has powers. He doesn't know what the fuck they are. It's like, on his registry, now that Batman finally looks at it, he has premonition up to, like, 1 second. Which explains why he never moved. But Izuku he's thinking, okay. And he's like, were you using your premonition? And it's like, yeah. But it's a lot longer now. And it's different when I have the mask on. And he's like, can you explain that to me? And he's like, sure. I mean, like, for instance, if there was a fight going on and I didn't have the mask on, I would wait until they swing and dodge at the last second. And then deliver a powerful blow, may it be lethal or non-lethal. But when I have this on, I could just see what you're going to do and all the possibilities of what could happen in those 10 seconds. Now, during that, I will take you seriously, as in, you will be fighting me. Therefore, 10 seconds would pass, and I would know what the fuck you were doing. Like, so, I just kind of could guess what the fuck you would do. Kind of just without doing much. So eventually that would just kind of hit off. And once I started, like, taking you seriously, it was almost happening, like, by itself. Like, usually I have to, like, feel tense to turn that shit on. Nah. When I get mad and I want to, like, fight people, I want violence. Violence is achieved with maximum efficiency. To whatever extent I want. Like, I've seen everything you would do and react to in a situation, and how you would react, and countered it thusly. And that doesn't have a cooldown, which means every second of action, of motion, I could counter you. in the most honest to God, and as soon as he says honest to God, he just catches something. Like a hand. And he looks back, and it's the fucking Flash. And Flash was going pretty fast. He wasn't going, like, extremely, like he was trying to kill this kid. Nah, he was just trying to fucking punch him. And Izuku, without even, like, really thinking, just kind of grabbed that shit and continued talking like nothing was happening. And then, like, after his sentence is over, he kind of realizes, and he's like, what the fuck? And he, like, looks over his shoulder, and he's like, the fuck were you trying to punch me for? The hell's wrong with you trying to punch a child? Oh, piece of shit. And as soon as, like, before Flash could, like, say anything or realize exactly, like, the mistake he made, like, as his mouth opened, he kind of dealt with him how he dealt with Nightwing, and taser in mouth. Like, mouth. And it was like, yeah, that fucking hurt, didn't it, piece of shit? And fucking punching people. Fuck's wrong with you? Your mama not teach you any fucking manners. Like, and he's kind of just talking shit to the unconscious body of the Flash. And it's just like one of those, okay, calm down. Like, Batman's like, okay, chill. And, like, the Flash gets up, like, 10, 15 seconds later, and he's like, oh, what the fuck? It's like, that shit hurt. And, like, Nightwing's like, yeah, you could have killed me with that. And it's like, yeah, I know, I have future sight. I also know if I get this bitch under your tongue, you're gonna be reeling for a good amount of time. Like, your ass is gonna be out. And the entire time, like, slowly but surely, other supers are kind of converging on the Batcave, because they want to see what the fuck's going on, right? Because this kid is strange and interesting to most of the Justice League. So, like, eventually, like, after, like, the Flash gets up, introduces himself, Izuku takes his hand and Flash gets fucking joy buzzed. And actually fucking tased. Like, and he's just like, oh, what the fuck's wrong with you? And I was like, I don't know, the fuck's wrong with you trying to fucking punch somebody? I did like a fucking coward. Oh, we're trying to fucking cowards punch me, you piece of shit. Like, just the entire time. Like, Flash is impressed by his vocabulary. Because, like, he's using much better vocabulary than I do, specifically. Which, I am a fairly decent linguist when it comes to swearing and just talking trash in general. But, like, I have this common occurrence of calling people fuck knuckle, which is just the fuck. Like, why? Why, you might ask? I do not know. It is just a thing I call people that piss me off. But, yeah, no, when it comes down to it, like, God, who would be there first? I forgot Martian Manhunter's abilities. That's, like, basically Superman, but shape-shifting, I think? Like, weak Superman, but can shapeshift. I think. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments, because regardless, I'm going to be looking up his powers later. Because from what I could tell, I know Wonder Woman's powers and just Amazonian powers in general. I know the basics. But people would basically get there to Flash getting talked down to like a child. Child that has tried to steal from the fucking cookie jar. And he does apologize, and as soon as he does, he's like, okay, then we're square. Alright, you do it again, however, I'm breaking your knees. And it's like, Flash is kind of taken back, and it's like, the fuck? This kid just threatened me. Okay. Like, I understand he took down some Robins, but they're fucking powerless people. But he does have powers, and we all seen what the fuck he did with the arsenal. That just came out of his tiny ass pocket. So people are talking more and more. Like, I'm not gonna lie. They straight up say, Teen Titans, maybe. Maybe. Like, it's one of those situations to where Teen Titans will line up with this. And I'm not talking like the new canon Teen Titans. I'm talking the 2000s animated show Teen Titans that may or may not resembled old anime. Hey, but it was really fucking good. But, regardless of the fact, it was fucking nice. And, like, it's starting to get late, so, like, I'm not gonna lie, he gets drove home by Alfred, best butler, and, to be perfectly honest, with most of the respect of the people in the Justice League. Because, like, they don't know the extent of Izuku, because he's like, I don't know my fucking powers. I was just told well, not told, he figured this shit out by himself. I'm like 90% certain I can't die in this. Yeah, no, and like, people are like, I mean, does it fucking hurt? And it's like, not if I don't want it to. It's like, what do you mean, not if you don't want it to? And it's like, oh, no, like, pain is something that I could shut off. Right? If I was wearing this all the time and I stubbed my fucking toe on the wall, that would be the best thing in the world, but I'm not allowed to. And personally, I'm happy that I don't. Because I could do weird shit like this, and he just kind of like has his entire fucking face melt off. And his muscle, to where it's just like this, but skeleton. Like, and like, eyes that are hanging on by the fucking cords that connect to his brain. And with zero vocal cords, he's just like, yeah, no, this is fucking weird, isn't it? And it was like, and everyone just kind of looking on the face on the floor, and I was like, god damn, the fuck why? And then like, his face just kind of appears, and he's like, yeah, no, I could just do weird stuff like that. From what I could tell, I could just do cartoony shit. I was like, I mean, I don't fucking know. No, I mean, it depends. Depends, really. Like I said, it's awkward. I mean, hold on. And he just kind of starts reaching in his like small coat. He pulls out a ballistic missile, and he's like, no, sets that down. Pulls out a teddy bear, and he's like, the fuck are you doing in there? It's like, why the fuck are you here? And like, the teddy bear just kind of comes to life. And there was this VR game that took place in a hospital with this homicidal teddy bear with like Freddy Krueger hands and feet. Just like, I mean, I think it was just Teddy Bear Freddy Krueger, to be all honest. Like, because that teddy bear said bitch a lot. Like, but regardless, this thing did not look right, and it basically just said, and I don't fucking know, you pulled me out. It's like, okay, shit, I'll put you back, fuck off. And it's like, alright, geez, I'll just fuck with the ballistic missile. It's like, don't fucking set it off. And it's like, yeah, fuck off. Like, and people are confused. It's like they've met before. Like, which, Izuku does experiment with the mask sometimes. He has met at the, fucking homicidal teddy bear named Mr. Killsums, which is just fucking creepy. Like, he's just like, when asked about Mr. Killsum, he's like, I don't fucking know, man. He's just a homicidal teddy bear. There, I don't know why he's there. He's just there. But I don't. Like, he's just like, I don't want to deal with it. And he just kind of pulls out a couple more, like, random ass things. Just like, things. And it's like, hold on. There it is. And he just pulls out a grilled cheese. And he just starts eating. And, like, by that point, he's just like, well, fuck, I didn't grab the one with ham, son of a bitch. And it's like, then, like, a couple more minutes pass to where, like, he pulled out a motorcycle, and then, like, an actual panini grill with, like, paninis on it. And it was like, oh, there we fucking go. Grabs all the paninis, put that shit back, and starts stuffing shit back in his pockets. Like, and it's like, alright, just give me a minute. And it's like, can you just spawn shit? And it's like, I told you that, yes. Yes, you make it seem like I understand my powers. I don't understand this shit at all. Like, I don't know if I'm stealing this shit. I don't fucking know. No, hell, I could be stealing most of these guns off of some illegal dude's armory. I don't fucking know. Oh, which, like, they tried to stop him from language, like, saying shit like, language, like, man, it's not gonna fucking work. Like, people have tried. I'm just like this. Can't stop me if you tried. So, like, he's nice, mostly, while he's in the mask form, but, like, after he puts everything in his bag, he gets drove home. Like, and they're just trying to talk about what the fuck shit they should do with him. And, like, Damien's asking for him to be on the Titans. Like, who the fuck wouldn't be? But no, seriously, who wouldn't be? Like, this person proceeded to fold your shit hard and, like, has kinda sorta homicidal tendencies that he didn't disclose. But, like, they eventually do, like, they're like, okay, fuck it. I mean, we could put him on Titan's Tower. Right? So, like, essentially, Izuku's gonna be put on Titan's Tower next episode. Oh god, excuse me, fuck. Damn. Squeezy. But, yeah, no. Hope all of you have enjoyed this 40-minute episode. Yeah, I'll probably make, like, one more, because I made one last night. But, yeah, have a nice day. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. Click the bell. And if you actually listen to this, there's gonna be nothing else. What are you doing with your life?